This tale began over 100 years ago. At a prison in Napier, known as the Hill. Once upon a time, murderers, rapists, gang members all called this place home. But in 1993, the prison was closed to inmates. Until today. Restored to its former glory, Napier Prison is opening its doors to 10 new visitors. 10 teenagers signed up to take part in the program. 5 girls and 5 boys. Driving their parents to the edge of despair.
Everything that goes wrong in his life is our fault.
I feel like pulling my hair out. Don't know where to go, don't know what to do.
With allegations of drugs.
When you can't get the cannabis, he's going to go for probably something stronger like poo.
I just want to kill someone.
Truancy.
She's started bunking school. You should just stop going.
If I want to be stubborn and pig-headed, that's my problem.
Theft.
It's just stealing off anybody now, and there's nothing I can do.
Domestic violence. 10 Kiwi kids whose parents believe are destined to a life of crime.
I can just see her going down this slippery slope. None of us can end up in jail. It's just ridiculous.
Or worse. Over the next 10 weeks, you'll follow them as they embark on a journey of discovery.
Never, ever again.
To learn self-discipline,
Stay on the red line.
self-confidence,
Yes!
and self-respect.
I did it.
Unlock him.
Experienced SIFS program provider Steve Boxer believes that in just a few weeks, he and his team of qualified youth and social workers
Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir.
can give the teens the life skills they need as they enter adulthood.
You use it, you clean it.
But he's not going to find it easy.
Drop it, smash it.
I just want to hit someone.
Can these troubled teens turn themselves around? Or are they destined to a life behind bars?
It's a chance to redeem themselves, and that's the reason why we call it Redemption Hill.
On a winter's day in July 2005, 10 teenagers from across New Zealand arrived at the Auckland District Court to take their first steps on the road to Redemption Hill. 16-year-old Jessie Young from Taranaki comes from a family of 3 older brothers and a younger sister. Jessie's mum admits it's been a struggle raising 4 kids on her own with a limited income, but Jessie's behaviour has pushed her over the edge.
Jesse is very hyperactive and he doesn't think before he acts.
I'm always the person that's out there, so everybody knows I'm there.
He likes marijuana, and if he hasn't got it, he'll find somewhere to steal it from. If he can't find anywhere to steal it from, he'll steal the money to buy it.
15-year-old Bridget Masters could be described as the typical spoiled brat. She has wealthy parents and attends an excellent school, but a good thing is never enough for Bridget, and if she's unable to get her own way, she's prone to violent temper tantrums.
She's got a very bad temper. Her favourite things to do is slam the doors viciously through the house.
Yeah, I would smack them in the face straight up.
It's like we just want to smash something.
She doesn't care about consequences or anybody's feelings.
Aaron Lambert comes from a middle-class family in Hamilton. He's currently living on his grandparents' farm, where he was sent by his mum and her partner in an attempt to keep him on the straight and narrow.
Aaron is always the fastest in the car, got to be drinking the most, got to be the clown.
I don't normally give stuff about other people as long as everything goes well for me.
The majority of Jonathan Holland's behavioural problems began when his mother divorced. Mum Karen has a strong belief in proactive parenting and has tried almost everything to contain Jonathan's resentment and violent outbursts.
Everything is fine with Jonathan so long as everything's going his way.
What fun that is.
He punches the walls and throws stuff. He's disrespectful towards me and my partner. He's not a nice boy to be around.
Aggressive behaviour and an explosive temper have already led to expulsion from school for 16-year-old Ebony Christelle. Terrorising her mum and 3 sisters, Ebony agreed to take part in the Redemption Hill program to try and change her behaviour.
It's just arguments and yelling and screaming and swearing.
I'm sick of it. I really am.
Ebony's going in a downward spiral, and unfortunately, Sam's following.
Sam is Ebony's twin sister, and whilst the more placid of the pair, she's easily led into trouble by Ebony.
She knows that what Ebony's doing is wrong.
Not even me. I know you want to go home, so do I. I hate it. I honestly hate it.
She doesn't want to support her, but she feels like she has to.
She's also scared because Ebony can get violent.
All rise for His Honour, the Queen's Judge, Simon Carter.
To give them a taste of what could await them in the adult criminal system, the teens face what for most will be their first appearance before a judge. But what their parents know, but the teens don't, is that the judge today is in fact an actor.
Young man, take your cap off now. This is a courtroom. This isn't a playground. Why are we here today?
Kelsey has been very abusive towards myself and other people in authority.
Kelsey Innes puts much of her behaviour down to boredom. She misses city life and holds massive resentments against her mother Diane because she relocated to Wairua to be with her German partner.
Kelsey is very angry, very abusive.
Anyone move down there to the T-junction?
I don't see if my mother can't tell me what to do, why some stranger can.
He's very difficult to live with. It's one step forward, 2 back all the time.
At just 14 years old, Luke Stannard is the youngest of the teens. Uniquely, he is also the only one whose birth parents are still married. But despite a relatively comfortable life, he's gone off the rails with drink and drugs.
Luke is in heaps of trouble at school. He's been suspended from 2 schools.
Sometimes I just want to turn around and just go whack.
He takes drugs, he steals. He's a horrible person to live with.
They're just disrespectful. They don't care about anybody as long as they get what they want.
He's stolen money from me. He smoked drugs. He takes off in the middle of the night out of home. He swears at me.
She pretty much just turn around and tell me where I can go if I try to tell her, well, these are what you got to do.
Jessica McLennan lives with her single mum and younger brother. With little money to spend on luxuries, Jessica's kicks are fast and cheap and landing her in trouble.
Jessica's been in trouble at school.
I'm not doing it. I don't care about you. If you can't do it, you can't do it.
She drinks alcohol very heavily, and the boyfriends stay over against my wishes.
We've had incidences where money's gone missing, where PlayStations have gone missing, and so we assume they've been sold.
But she just has no empathy. She's pretty disrespectful.
Anything he can see that he wants, he'll take it. He wants the money, but he doesn't want to earn it.
He likes to argue and jokes around about who he's going to knock out.
At 17, Jeremy Taurima is the oldest of the teens. His life on Auckland's North Shore in a devout Mormon family was a privileged one. But Jeremy's anger boiled over when his parents divorced.
Jeremy has been abusive and he's been mostly disrespectful.
Oh, I give them a run for their money.
Jeremy's main problem is how he's able to channel his anger. I can't stop him in what he's doing.
Where do you see them in 10 years?
I'm very concerned that she'll make 10 years with the behaviour that she's doing.
He will definitely get into a lot of trouble with the police. I see him in prison.
I feel if Ebony keeps on going the way she is, that she'll probably end up not going anywhere.
Probably in a pea house with a whole lot of people getting nowhere in life.
I see him dead. Yeah, I really truly believe that.
Probably dead or in jail.
Why do you put your family through all this pain?
I don't know. Something I haven't figured out yet.
I know what I'm doing is wrong. My behaviour.
So why are you doing it?
Because I get annoyed.
Because I get angry at it.
And that's a good enough reason?
It is for me.
I'd just be a pussy if I was looking for excuses.
Is it all right to call your mother a bitch?
Not really, but it's just anger, I suppose.
No.
No.
Yes.
It's just me.
So if anyone gets annoyed, they're able to call their mother a bitch, and you don't think there's anything wrong with it, is that correct?
Yeah.
I would get angry. How else am I meant to let it out?
So you mean to hurt your mother?
Yeah.
Everyone's got different perspectives on things, I suppose.
Does that sound good to you?
Not really, but just as what I'd say to anyone if I was angry at them, not just because it's my mum.
You don't really care, do you?
I don't give
Well, I do.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't be here.
Not particularly,
Why?
because I just don't feel like I have to.
I've seen the real world. She's been protected in the church world.
You enjoy smoking weed?
Yeah, I love it.
Yep.
Oh, not really.
What else do you do?
I have done magic mushrooms before.
Why have you stolen from them?
Oh, I didn't steal it. I just borrowed it and didn't give it back.
Just for fun, I suppose, just with my friends.
Ebony, you're the one that's leading Samantha down this path.
She can do what she wants.
Samantha, do you feel like you have to?
Mm-hmm.
You're about to enter the real world. You're about to enter a situation in a very short period of time where you're going to be facing the real consequences of the actions you make. The track you are going down at the moment is going to end with either yourself dead or worse. And I'm telling you that jail sometimes is worse than being dead. I therefore sentence you to 3 weeks. Good luck.
I hope that Jessie will benefit from the program by being away from peer pressure, away from drugs.
I hope Jessica will come out as a much nicer person.
The best outcome for Jeremy would be that he doesn't feel to intimidate and hurt other people in it.
My best expectation for Aaron would be just to realise that his actions affect other people.
I really hope that Kelsey will wake up and just start again.
For these 10 teenagers, the most extraordinary journey of their lives has just begun. To the locals of Hawke's Bay, Napier Prison is known as The Hill. The teens have consented to taking part in a tough behavioural reform program. But what will they make of their new home for the next 3 weeks? 33-year-old Steve Boxer is one of New Zealand's leading youth workers, and his success rates working with troubled juveniles is applauded by government agencies.
When young people are sent to a program like this, it's because there are some sort of issues going on within their lives or their family environment or their social environment. It's about getting into their head and finding out exactly why they may be having that antisocial behaviour. And what we need to do is pull that apart, break it down, and we start putting the jigsaw back together.
Steve and his team of youth and social workers have designed the Redemption Hill residential program. But for him to achieve success, the teens must believe, at least in the beginning, that they are entering a real prison with real prison officers.
It's all about the team becoming part of that environment and reflecting that environment to make best change within the young people.
What do we got here? 10, that's right?
Yes. No.
No trouble?
No trouble, no.
They would have been feeling a lot of apprehension, they would have been nervous.
Oh no, I don't like dogs.
Scared.
Hurry up, move up there.
But they would have put up a big front as well. There would have been the defensive mechanisms kicking in.
I thought, oh my God, I was freaking out. This is stupid. It's pathetic. I got real frustrated.
We handcuffed them to add more reality to it and add to the impact of it to help break them down so we can start working them later on. We had to establish the routine, the structure, the control right from the start. If we didn't hit it right from the start, we would have lost it throughout the rest of the program, and it's been very hard to try and create that at a later stage.
It was cold. I was scared because I didn't know what was going on.
Wait there.
It was really gross. I wasn't expecting anything like it at all. And then when you got handcuffed, they did it real tight.
I was very uncomfortable. It freaked me out a little bit. It's not what I expected at all. It's far off.
Around, make your way up to the strong man with no hair on his head, quickly.
Oh, once I got out, I saw all the guards and all that, and I was just like, oh my God, this is for real? It's freaky.
I just thought it was just a joke at first. But I started taking it a bit more seriously.
This way.
I was just thinking it was for TV, like they were just gonna make out like that and take us to a different place. And then the guards were all serious with handcuffing us and stuff. And then, yeah, I realised this is probably the deal.
This way. Move up there to the man.
I expected to be going to some little island somewhere and surviving and hunting and catching goats and stuff. I was just like, oh, overboard. I don't need to experience this.
I thought everyone was just actors, but then they were real. I expected nothing like this at all.
All of us were like wondering what the hell was going on. I'm clueless at the moment. I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Let's go.
These 10 teenagers are about to discover the real meaning of freedom. Inside Redemption Hill, the new inmates are getting their first taste of life behind bars.
Putting them in the cage on arrival at the back of the processing unit is exactly how it is in prisons. They have to be put into a contained area so they can be brought through and processed individually.
No, we don't have a toilet. I know.
Where's that toilet paper?
I know some of them may have felt like they were being caged animals, but that's exactly how it is in prison. In prison, they lose their freedom. Within their cage, they lost their freedom.
The teens know that high standards of behaviour are expected during their stay, and 16-year-old tearaway Jessie will be the first to discover the consequences for urinating on prison property.
Stand over there. You move away.
Right.
At the start, we're quite tough, we're quite strict, we're quite hard. But that's just another way of trying to break down those barriers and allow them to realise that this is the taste of prison life.
Yes, do you understand why you're cut here?
Yes, officer.
I'm not an officer.
Oh.
You stay warden.
Yes, warden.
Tell me then.
Because I'm disrespectful.
Yeah, disrespectful. You disrespect my house, I disrespect you, understand?
Yes, warden.
That goes the same for the rest of you, understand?
Yes. Yeah, warden.
What?
Yes, warden.
Who said yeah? You better start paying bloody attention here, understand?
I was just like, what the hell's up here? It's just stupid.
This is what happens when you've actually committed a crime and done something wrong. That's when this sort of stuff happens. You know, just didn't do nothing, mate.
We had to establish the control so they do realise that going into a prison environment, this is exactly what they would be doing if they did go to prison, and they had to get used to it right from the start.
The teens have brought to Redemption Hill everything they believe they need to survive for 3 weeks. But in a prison environment, loss of personal identity is another reality the teens have to face.
Okay, first thing, do you have any medical stuff, medicine? No.
We got in there and they just tipped all my stuff all over the floor and started going through and took my smokes off me, and I was so cut about that.
Tip all the contents on the floor in front of you quickly. Do you have any weapons?
Do you have any medicine, cigarettes, drugs, money, cell phones, jewellery?
Do you have any body piercing on you besides the eyebrow?
No, it's just this.
Remove them now, please.
In terms of safety, we have to ensure that no one's bringing anything into the environment that could do themselves harm or anybody else harm. But at the same time, it's all about stripping away their identity. And by stripping away somebody's identity, they're starting to strip away their freedom, so that later on, once they leave this program, hopefully they have a choice between what's best, freedom or losing their freedom.
There will be consequences if I go through your bag and find any of the items that I've just mentioned.
That has to come off too. Come off. Okay, so you need to find a way for it to come off. All right, next thing you're going to need to get out 5 sets of underwear.
I haven't got all night. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're going to search you. You're going to take off your jumper. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to strip down to your bra.
We had to get strip search and stuff, and I was like, hey. It was just horrible, man. I hated it.
If you step behind the towel here, no one can see anything.
I don't know what I'm expecting from here. I kind of stopped guessing because whatever I guessed was wrong.
I thought you said you had no jewellery on, Jessie. You better switch on.
Okay, see if you can get that bracelet off. When did this go on?
When I was a baby.
You're going to drop your boxes down to your ankles.
What?
Oh, they got me pretty pissed off.
Turn around and back towards me. Quickly, let's go. I didn't say to laugh.
Yes.
Here's your overalls, put them on.
Come on, Jonathan, I'll give you 10 seconds to get those overalls on and buttoned up. 9, 8.
While you're here, your hair needs to stay in a ponytail or in a bun all the time. Okay, we're going to fingerprint you.
placed as if we were criminals or something. It's a bit wary of what's going to happen next.
During processing, 15-year-old Bridget was reluctant to take off a gold bangle. For safety reasons, she must remove it. But will turning on the tears win over the warden?
You send a police to take that off?
Can you please not cut it though? I'm doing anything not to cut it.
In your hand, where you go. Do what you have to, or I'll get the tin snips. Okay, the reason you're taking this off is a safety reason, for nothing else. All right? Okay. Can we grab some tin snips?
No, please, honey. I'll get it off. God.
You receive that back at the end, understand, Bridget? Pick up your kit. Face this way, stand still, and don't talk. Understand?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Wooden.
Go, grab your kit.
What they do to you and how they treat you, we're not animals, you know?
It is very difficult for myself and the team. We must separate ourselves from the whole emotional journey that they're going through to allow us to be able to do our job the way we need to. Move outside, stand behind the line, face the front, no talking.
This place is scary. I just don't like being here.
The girls are the first to see the inside of the prison. But like most teenagers, prison fashion is causing the greatest concern.
Listen up. What we're going to do now is place you in the yard. When you go into the yard, you're going to be handed a beanie and also a fleece vest. Chuck that on, go to the table at the rear, sit down, and stand by and wait until we process the males. Understand? Understand?
Yes, Warden.
Yes, who?
Yes, Warden.
There you go, file through. No talking.
Oh my God, we've got real ugly as orange beanies. They're hideous, man. Bright orange like these ugly things here. And orange t-shirts, woohoo.
It's just disgusting. You don't get your makeup? Ugh.
Since their arrival at Redemption Hill, the girls have been model prisoners. But once they believe they are out of microphone reach, they reveal the side of their personalities that has landed them on the program.
I've taken everything.
They even strip searched me and watched me get dressed. We've got babysitters.
This beanie is
itching my head.
It's cold. Hurry up, boys. Everyone's going, yes, Warden. He's going, what? Yes, Warden. What? Yes, Warden. What?
Dude, I cried when I got out. I was like,
trying to hold it in. Yeah, I will smack them in the face straight up.
That's what you hear, Bridget. I want to see your hair on your face. So tuck it away, get it away. Get underneath that beanie of yours. You two, get the hair away from your face. Tidy yourselves up, look at your collars, sort yourselves out.
I hate that warden guy. I hate him so much. What the hell have I got myself into?
Drop your kit. The roles we play certainly reflect the environment we go into, and basically we need to become that environment in order to achieve what we need to achieve throughout the program. Stand still, no talking.
I'm feeling cold and a bit gutted. I've given up trying to expect things because it's not worth it.
I've already disrespected one or two of the officers pretty bad, and I don't feel I could show them respect without laughing or doing something.
But Jeremy's attitude and all too apparent lack of respect will lead to dire consequences for him later. Inside Redemption Hill, youth worker Steve Boxer is about to let the teenagers know what's in store for them over the next 3 weeks.
Okay, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. As you know now, this is a prison, a place we like to call Redemption Hill. Like the place you come from, it has rules. Unlike the place you come from, here you will listen to the rules. Here you will pay attention to the rules. If you do not pay attention to the rules, there are going to be consequences. This program can be easy, or this program can be hard. It is your choice. Either way does not matter to us.
This is so unexpected. We thought this was all a joke, and then next minute we're here doing this stuff.
We do not discriminate against gender. To us, you're all one. We don't care if you're male or female, you're all the same. We do not discriminate against race. Here, you're all the same. One person, one uniform. Our job is to teach you. Our job is to motivate you. Your job is to learn.
Basically, it's kind of bullshit, if you ask me. Like, I don't think I need to be here because this is a prison and they're treating us like we're prisoners.
Welcome to your home. You are here until you prove to myself and the parole board that you're worthy to go home. What we're going to do from here on in, we're going to make you a stronger person. The work starts now. This is the real deal, people. Get used to it.
The teens now know what's expected of them whilst at the prison, and it's time for them to move to the prison muster point for allocation of their cells.
Go to the back of the white line, quickly. Welcome, welcome. Bring it in.
Off the wall, stand up.
Stand off the wall. The wall's been there longer than you. Does not need you to hold it up. While I'm here, I am the warden, and they see me as that, so I need to maintain that impression from the start to the end of the program. The hardest thing about it is that we're not privy to emotions. Turn the face this way. At the moment, we're still trying to portray the restrictions and the boundaries that they're faced with. Still trying to put the routines and the systems in place, allow them in their own minds to think, I don't want to be part of the system. Then we can start introducing other activities which are slightly outside of what prisons usually do. Get your feet behind that white line. Everyone look down at your feet. That there is the assembly line. Whenever you're told to move to the assembly line, you move to that line there, as you are now. Is that understood?
Yes, Warden.
Okay, good.
He's a bit strict. I wouldn't like to get on the bad side of him.
I'm not scared of them. I'll never be scared of them.
Like I said outside, you don't play with the rules. There are consequences. Right now, someone in this group is going to learn their consequence.
It just pisses me off, man. I'm not the type of person that likes surprises or to be held in suspense.
Jeremy, step forward. Stand on the red line. Is the program a joke, Jeremy?
No, it wasn't.
It was before, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, Warden.
Joke now?
No, Warden. It's just a big setup. Yeah, I'm not too worried. Yeah.
I'll stand and do an escort. Jeremy's going to isolation. Move forward to the T. Let's go, Jeremy.
They said that I seem to be thinking that it's all a joke. And I guess it's kind of a lesson to teach me that it's not a joke.
Move forward. Away you go. Move in there. Just you and your thoughts there, Jeremy. Think about why you're there. Jeremy went to the isolation because he admitted he thought this whole thing was a complete joke, and if we allowed that to rub off on anyone else, it would have been a lot harder for us to try and achieve. We're trying to achieve throughout this program.
I've already tested my boundaries, so I know what I can do and what I can't do. So I'll just continue to do what I can do.
Okay, listen up. We've already lost one of your colleagues. I can tell you where he is and what he's doing. He can tell you that himself if you see him again. He's not going to like it, though. Okay, staff, let's get ready to rack him. Luke, turn and face this way. Let's go, move forward. See on the red line, stop there. Turn and face the wall. Quickly, get those shoes off. Just pull them off. Way you go, move in.
It's just horrible. It was quite traumatizing.
East wing, stand to in yourselves. Way you go. Stop there. Turn face the wall. Shoes off. Quickly. Put them against the wall. Turn them face this way. Put them against the wall. Move aside. Let's go. Lock him!
East wing box secure!
Roger!
South wing secure!
Roger!
I was pissed off when the cell door closed. I was like, well, I'm not sleeping in here. Nah, don't be funny.
I sat down on the bed and then I went to lie down and it was just all hard and cold and I was like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get any sleep. I just wanted to get out.
I'll give you 5 seconds before I spit. 5, 4.
I can't see you.
The officers and warden, they were just being assholes. I was just angry.
Get used to those cameras, sunshine. You will be while you're at my house. Now you shut your mouth. I'll come in there and I'll drag you out. Do I make myself clear? Yes, who? I'm not a sir, I work for my living. Yes, who? That's better.
And I'm sick of calling them officers and wardens. It's pathetic.
I'll find a bit of self-control now before your night gets worse, all right? Go to bed! When we locked them down, the reality of the whole thing would have just hit home, especially when that bolt came across and slammed down. All of a sudden they would have felt enclosed. 120 years of inmates. 120 years of people who thought they were beyond the law. Didn't care for life. Imagine what sort of people been through this place 120 years. Imagine what's gone on in your cells. Who knows? You respect it. This place will respect you. A lot of people didn't make it out of this prison. A lot of people couldn't handle it.
You're now part of that history. 120 years of history. Welcome to your history. Sleep on it.
If I wanted to be in jail, I would have just gone and committed a crime. This is supposed to straighten us out. This isn't doing nothing but going to make us all worse.
I don't like not knowing. It sucks.
I don't know how people stay in prison for like 20 years and stuff. I go mad.
I don't think I deserve to be here. I hate it. I just want to go home.
I can't imagine anything worse than this.
Redemption Hill! Let's secure.
Next week on Redemption Hill,
Go, East Wing!
the teens wake up to the harsh reality of life behind bars.
It's a waste of time. It's not going to change me.
Bedpans,
Make sure you pour it towards me so I can see.
cold showers, hard labour,
Top to bottom, spick and span.
That was the hardest thing ever, because he had to be up to his standard.
and a mysterious red line.
No talking. Stay on the red line.
What's up with that?
For some, the regime will prove too tough.
Was it so hard to see that?
No, I'm just sick of being here.
For others, the message is already hitting home.
But suppose I might be learning something.
And coming up over the next few weeks, attitudes change as the teens take on board the warden's message.
I don't really want to piss anybody off anymore, eh?
Learning more about themselves in 3 weeks
Yeah, it was definitely like a wake-up call.
than in an entire lifetime.
I can't believe I actually just did that.
Their journey continues next week on Redemption Hill.
It's expect the unexpected.